What's this? That's weird. I'm not sure what this is.
Hello, friends, and welcome to the live stream. It's good to have you all here. Hey, how are we doing, chat? Give me a check-in about the levels. Still doing it with the new setup. How are we all doing? PDF has been rotated. Welcome along. Welcome to the stream. Good to have you all here. Can you hear me? Oh, cool. Apparently people are waiting on Nat to release a new video today. I didn't realize that was coming out today. Cool. I know she's been working really hard on it. Yes, I am now beardless. This is what I look like without my beard. I look like your mum. I decided to shave it off. I was bored. Yeah, I thought why not get rid of it? You know, I think philosophy daddies are out. I think Chad is a 2017 meme. I think it's femboy tube from now on. It's the age of philosophy mommy now. I think like philosophy dad was a trend I followed, but philosophy mom, that's the trend I'm gonna set. Well, welcome along, everyone. It's good to have you all here. If you've never been to one of my streams before, then you know that we like to keep it chill. We like to have a little bit of lo-fi music. This particular track that you're hearing in the background right now is called 1:55 p.m. It's by Voidfish, and Voidfish made it sampling audio from my show. So thank you very much, Voidfish. But yeah, we like the chat to be a cool place. We like it to be chill. We also like to start by lighting a candle. Thank you for that super chat, Lexi. In support of Femolly. Yeah, not with this beard shadow, I don't think. I think you would need a team of Steph Sanyatis working around the clock with dump trucks full of peach concealer to hide this beard shadow, because I just have like very, very thick, dark facial hair, unfortunately. Here we go. Ooh. I've run out of matches and I haven't gone to bought anymore because I'm still quarantined, so. So, good to have you here. Welcome along. We like to talk about the last episode of the show that I made, and I'll go through some of the feedback that it got, and talk a little bit about how I made it and what was fun about it, and yeah, and then we'll just hang out and we'll just chill out. Hi, Ellen. Good to have you here. Somebody says the lighting hides it pretty well. I can still tell. Oh my god, double extra special welcome to you if it's your first time in one of the post-mortem live streams. Good to have you here. And welcome to all the people who were here from the Forbidden stream as well. Karen's Rise Up. That reminds me. If there are any super chats over the course of the night, I always do my best to shout them out. So thank you to Admiral Abnormal and Poke Blocks of 20 for those super chats. That's really cool of you. And if you've got like questions that you want to super chat me, then that's cool. But probably best to keep them like short and sweet. Otherwise you're probably not going to get answered all that well. Hey, we've got gifts now for when people donate. Isn't that cool? Nice. Femboy Beatles, somebody said. Okay, I'll take it. Karen's Rise Up. This is just water. This is just water. So people in the chat are asking. Oh, somebody says, "What's on your necklace?" It is David Bowie. I got it off Etsy. It's like a David Bowie like black star and red lightning bolt necklace. I love it. It's great. Okay. Well, why don't we dive right in and look at the last video that I made? It was Beauty in Ugly Times. So, what do I think about this one? I'm pretty happy with it. So I had to make this one. I had to make this one like entirely myself in my flat with no crew, no like camera people or anything. It was just me like in my flat. So when you with the flower background, I can show you it. This flower background, like that's my duvet. I hung it up on a rail. It's my duvet cover. So yeah, and then this obviously these sections were obviously filmed in my bedroom. Haas Chicken Bitch says your beardlessness makes me feel better about my own lack of tea. Yeah. You look really fish, says Aceberg Divbig. Ugh, no, not with this beard shadow. I don't think so. I don't think I'll ever pass. Not with this shadow. Lexi says, please put the forbidden stream on Patreon. I missed it. Unfortunately, I can't. It is forbidden. If you missed the forbidden stream, I'm sorry you missed it. You're just gonna have to be there for the next one. Like, the forbidden stream is private. Not happening. So yeah, I had to make this video entirely myself. Which was like a lot of work, because like even something like having the focus done, like you have to do the focus and then go and shoot. It's like go in front of the camera, shoot a test, come back, stop it, like download the footage onto my computer to make sure that it looks in focus when it's there, and then it's like so yeah, it's just even something like that. Whereas if you have someone behind the camera doing the focus, they can just do it. So like it takes a lot of extra work, and also things like sound. It was a little more echoey than I would like it to be, but again, that's because I'm filming it in my flat. I mean, I'm gonna have to film the next one in my flat as well, and I might be able to find a way around that by using this microphone. I might try like a different kind of like a vintage look for it. So yeah. John D. Reddy asks, how did you find working only from home again? It was tough. It was really hard. It was like riding a bike though. It all came back to me, and yeah, it was all right. I enjoyed it. It was a challenge. Yeah, well, yeah, I thought it turned out okay. I was actually pretty pleased. I had to do a lot of reshoots. People are saying, I'm guessing the forbidden stream is for patrons only. No, it wasn't. It was live. It was live on this channel. There was a live stream that happened on this channel. Well, I mean, I can tell you a little bit about what happened. So, I streamed on my birthday with Mia Mulder because it was also her birthday, and you can see like the first 2/3 of that stream. But then we brought on another guest, and the stream crashed. We relaunched and ended up like starting a separate stream with me, Mia, and the guest. And things got a little messy. I was pretty drunk, so we just decided that we will not have we're not going to have the Forbidden Stream be public. It was actually Forbidden Stream 2. There's an original Forbidden Stream from over a year ago now, with me and that same guest both getting drunk. So it was a chaos stream. It will not be made public. I'm afraid if you missed it, you missed it. It won't be coming back. But anyway, that's what the Forbidden Stream was. Karen's Rise Up. So yeah, I made the video totally myself from home. I had to do a lot of reshoots. So all of this stuff, I don't know why I'm pointing to you here. All of this stuff you can see in my bedroom. That's all reshoots. I had to reshoot all of that. The first time I did it, the makeup wasn't great, and also the lighting wasn't great. It wasn't super great, so I had to like reshoot all of that. I'm really happy with the way this footage came out. Actually, it was really good. I also got myself a new lens, because the thing is, like, because I wasn't filming in my studio, I didn't have to pay to hire the studio and the crew, and I didn't feel it was okay to just like keep that money. I was like, well, I just want to just like give myself a pay rise, that's not right. So I found ways to spend the money, so that like put it on the screen, because it's my patrons' money, right? So I found ways to like put the money on the screen. One of which was the animations, which we'll talk about later on, and also I hired Nina to do the credits music, which if you haven't listened to, you should. And also I got myself a new lens, so this bit at the start I don't know, you might not be able to see in OBS like this, but this bit at the start, this is all shot on a new lens, which has like a shallower depth of field. So you probably won't be able to see, but like you can see the edges of my head here are quite blurred, but the face is in focus. If I like go to here, so this all stuff, all this like handheld stuff, was all shot on a new lens. God, that looks terrible. Yeah, so you know, I wanted to put the money on the screen, you know. And then what else? Oh yeah, so the other thing I did was I hired Lily or Mothcub to do the animations, which was really fun. She did an amazing job. It was like really happy with everything that she did. I'll move myself so you can see Socrates and the lads. It was really fun. Yeah, that really came together well. And if you haven't listened to the credits song by Nina Richards, you really should, because it is amazing. I picked it and Nina did an amazing job covering it. It's a British wartime classic, We'll Gather Lilacs, sorry. I keep saying violets. So yeah, it turned out amazing. I was really happy with it. Sorry, I'm just changing up the music. Give me a second. There we go. Cool. Have something a bit more upbeat. Yeah, it was really nice. As I say, it was hard to make it from home. In terms of scripting, thought it was kind of, you know, fine. It wasn't my best, I don't think. I mean, I tried to write a video that was just about beauty. I was just going to do one about the definition of beauty, and then it ended up every draft I wrote ended up being about the virus. So it was hard to focus really, and a lot of my friends who are artists also finding it tough to create. You know, everyone's videos have been delayed because they're just so depressed. So I wanted to make a video that was a bit like that. Oh, Shrishti C asks, why did you go with Hotla mode for the demonetized words? I really wanted to. I mean, I just enjoyed Hotla mode's videos. An old friend of mine, Tommy, whose birthday it is, by the way, happy birthday, Tommy, sent me Hotla mode and was like, you know, if you want to learn about fashion, because my friend Tommy works in like fashion and like window design and stuff. Said if you want to know about fashion, like Hotla mode is the person to go to. So I watched a few of Luke's videos and I really enjoyed them. I thought he was funny, so I thought, come on, why not get him in? Elvela Rambles asks, what about the script did you think was subpar? I didn't think it was subpar. I thought it was, you know, par. I thought it was fine. Thought it lacked focus in a few places. Yeah, it could have been a little more. Could have been a little more focused. There were a few. I mean, I cut about 5 minutes out during editing, which is usually a sign that the script could have used one more draft. Usually, if the script is well honed, hardly anything will end up being cut because I'll have like written everything I need and no more. Whereas if it's actually a little unfocused and bloated, that's when I go, okay, I need to like cut. So I think I cut like 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 minutes out of it. There was like a bigger section on Kant. So yeah, that's usually a sign that it needed one more go. But yeah, it's fine. It's fine. I'm happy with it. It was also quite long. Yeah, I just thought it was fine. I thought it was fine. It was good, like good under the circumstances, pretty darn good. But what other notes to self did I have about this video? Or can we go straight into the comments? Oh yeah, well, so why don't we look at some comments here? Hi Nina, good to have you here. We were just saying how great your music is for the credits. Yeah. Let's have a look at some comments. Oh yeah, so first of all, thank you to Captain Haddock and several other people who pointed out it is Susan Sontag, not Susan Sontag. I just said that wrong and spelled it wrong and said it wrong at least once in the video. It was yeah. So yeah, my bad. I'm just gonna turn music down on my end. Anxious Robot. Oh, it's yeah. So Anxious Robot realized that the makeup and costume look is Kintsugi inspired. Sorry, give me 1 second. I just need to prune the chat a little bit. Give me 1 second here. What window am I in? What window am I in? Sorry about this chat. I just... Oh, well. Maybe I'll catch him next time. Anyway, no, the secret stream will not be on Patreon, sorry. Oh well, we'll see. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, the look was Kintsugi inspired. If you don't know Kintsugi, Kintsugi is the Japanese art of fixing broken things with gold. So I can show you here. So yeah, so this is the look I went for. That coat is actually my old, well, this is an old coat of mine that I tore apart and I repaired with gold thread. There's 70 meters of gold colored thread in that, and I hasten to add gold colored because when I said on Twitter that there was 70 meters of gold thread in this, some people got really cross because they thought it was real gold, and I was like, it's not real gold. It cost me like £5. And I sewed it all together. It took hours. It took like 2 days to sew that coat together because you can't see, but it's like a knee-length coat and it goes all the way down to the bottom. And yeah, I went for this like black and gold waistcoat and this this kind of rough-looking tie made of an old silk scarf. And let me zoom in here, and you'll be able to see the makeup. Maybe find a better bit where it's actually in focus. Try and find an actual good shot. There, okay, you can kind of see it there. So yeah, the makeup look I went for. I wanted to have like gold scars. I was originally gonna have a gold eye patch, and I actually made it. If you've seen YouTube Art or Reality, my very old video now, I still had the eye patch that Strucci wore, and I made it gold. I covered it in gold fabric. But when I put it on and I tested it out with the whole look, it was just a bit much. It was like a bit too. Yeah, it was a bit too much. And also, only having one eye made it really hard to work the camera because I had no depth perception and couldn't see couldn't see what was in focus or not. Yeah, it was it worked well. I was happy with it. So I realized the eye patch would be too much. So I thought, okay, what's the kind of creative instinct behind the eye patch? It's asymmetry. I want it to be like non-symmetrical. Remember that was a bit of the video where I like talked about symmetry. So I decided to give myself like one colored contact lens. I wanted it to be yellow, but I didn't have any yellow ones left after the video I did on video games. So the only ones I had were red. I had a spare pair of red contact lenses left over from when I did Jordan Peterson, The Meaning of Life, when I did the devil costume. So I mean, I tried to make this video and this costume like without ordering much of anything. I tried to just have like a few deliveries as possible because like quarantine. So it's basically made of whatever I had lying around the flat, literally. So I got some gold body paint and I like did the scars. Painting it on the eyelids was the hardest bit, and I used some like eyeshadow to give like one. It was like a Prince Zuko vibe. So yeah, it worked quite well, I think. I was pretty pleased with it, and there was some amazing fan art, as we'll see later on. But yeah, it was good fun. It took a little bit of work, but I did enjoy it. It was nice. So what else did we have? What other comments have we got? Oh yeah, so let me just zoom in so you can see that. I hope you can read it. Some people said I did dismiss Epicurus a little quickly, and that's true. I think that's fair. There's a lot more to Epicurus's ideas than I maybe made clear in the video, and I could definitely like I could have. So the point I was trying to make about Epicurus is not that he's just to be dismissed, but that it's hard to engage with what he's saying in like very depressing times. It's hard to actually do philosophy. And again, this is another reason why I think the script could maybe have used a couple more goes around, because I could have just like been a little bit clearer about what I meant there, but that's fine. It happens. A couple of people were like, could have gone into Epicurus more. That's fair, I think. Yeah. Oh, so Hakajin said, "Isn't beauty just subjective?" Maybe I should zoom in here so you can see these a little better, and I'll just. I'm here, aren't I? Here we go. Oh no, that's not going to work. Oh, never mind. Too bad. You'll just have to put your videos in theatre mode. So Hajarkin asked, "Isn't beauty just subjective?" And there was originally a whole section of the script, like a page and a half, where I talked about isn't beauty just subjective, and like, well, if it is, what is this, and if not, then whatever. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe that'll come back in another video. But yeah, there was a section of the script originally where I had to where I talked about that sort of thing, but it ended up getting cut because it was just like, Carrie asks, now that you're a femboy, are you going to try any drag characters again? You wait till my next video. I've not written any of it yet. I'm just taking notes, but I've got an idea. You know what? I don't want to talk about those. I don't want to do it. I want this to be a nice stream. Oh yeah, but there is actually one. There is actually one pretty like serious and bad thing I need to talk about. Very, very briefly. So I've seen this sort of thing happen before, and I knew it would happen. So I talked about Lolita in the video, the novel Lolita, and I'm gonna have to break my rule here of not singling out anyone to make them feel bad when they watch the show. Normally I have a rule that I never use my platform to do that, but in this case I'm gonna make an exception. I got an email from someone called Nathan who, shall we say, understands Humbert Humbert's position in Lolita a little bit too well. The email Nathan sent said that since he'd come out, he'd been cancelled for his proclivities. And I just want to say, Nathan, don't ever email me again. Never ever watch my show again. You're not welcome in any community that I'm a part of or that I've constructed. You're not oppressed. You do not identify as a minor attracted person. You are not a part of the LGBT community. I mean, to even insinuate that by using the language of coming out when LGBT people have for years been accused of paedophilia, like to even insinuate that you're part of that is insulting. So please never watch my show again. Don't get in touch. The point of Lolita is not that Humbert Humbert is a misunderstood man, but that he is so monstrous that even when he's writing his own story with himself as the hero, it is obvious to everyone that he is truly horrible. He's not the story of a man who's tragically misunderstood. It's the story of a man who has every opportunity to do the right thing and consistently chooses not to. So, I mean, if you find yourself, Nathan, sharing any of the kinds of desires that he talks about, I have no insight for you except an insistence that you stay very far away from me. And I hope that is absolutely crystal clear. Sorry I had to do that, but I knew we'd be watching. Bye. I try to always use my powers for good. Sometimes it's necessary to... Sometimes mommy has to smack a bitch, okay? Okay, why don't we do something nice now? I hate making like public statements. I hate making public statements. I'm not the Prime Minister. It's not a public statement so much as just been like, piss off. Thank you to Finley Wade who says I love the video and it inspired me to create and started writing again. Well, good. That's It's why I wanted to make it. I wanted to make it for that exact reason. Nice. So, why don't we change it up? I'm going to try and change it up if my phone wants to do the bloody lights. Here we go. There we go. Nice. Okay. Hey, we've got a bit of Snake City in the background. Love Snake City. Oh, by the way, the gamer chair is gone. My gamer chair broke. So I would have done this stream earlier, but the gamer chair, like, just got knacked. I just sat down in it one day and it was like, oh, no. And then it wouldn't go up and down anymore. It was just all down. So I would have been like down here. So I've got, check it out. I've got, how good is that? I love it. It's cool, right? It's really comfy. But it's not a gamer chair anymore. I don't know what kind of chair this is. Is it a gamer chair? What kind of F's in chat for gamer chair? Thanks. What kind of chair is this then? Some kind of like very louche film director. I'm not sure. Oh, somebody said I listened to the Even More News podcast. What's your relationship with those two? How did you meet them? I've never met them. They just invited me on the podcast once before. Like we were mutuals on Twitter and. Oh, it's a hairdresser's. It's a hairdresser's chair. Okay, cool. Nice. All right. Hashtag mom chair. Okay. Somebody says it's nice and all, but what about the lumbar support? To be honest, the gamer chair wasn't actually that comfy. It wasn't that good. Bagby James says, have you ever read Artaud? Your video reminded me a lot of his ideas. No, I haven't. In fact, you know what? I tell you what. Before we go on to the, you know what? It's just so nobody can accuse me of like hiding the criticism or anything. Fair enough. Before we go on to look at the fan art, some people were really, really angry about this video because I started from the premise that the purpose of art is like artists' jobs is to create beautiful things, and I didn't interrogate that premise. I didn't challenge it, and some people were really, really angry about that. Some people were really cross that I did not mention Artaud or Adorno. Actually, no, I'm not going to show you these because I don't even want to run the risk that anyone will go and find these people on Twitter. Please, absolutely don't do that. I should have removed the names. So, no, don't do that. Thanks, Eric, for that super chat. I have read it, but it didn't influence the video in this case. So yeah, some people were really cross that I didn't mention Artaud or Adorno, or that I didn't interrogate the premise. So somebody says the video was self-indulgent trash. Okay, that's your point of view. That hurt a little bit, but okay, I see that. It was. I think the video was quite self-indulgent. I think that's fair. I think my last 2 or 3 have been, which is why with my next one, I am going to do something a little bit more serious. I'm tackling more of a serious topic. So, okay. I mean, the people who say that it was self-indulgent, I hear you. I don't think you're completely wrong. So I think next time I'm going to tackle a topic that's quite serious and also like trying to do a bit more of like the public education type thing, rather than like here's something I'm really interested in. So yeah, I see you. I think that's fair. It's a fair cop. But some people were really, really cross. You know, I wanted to make a video that people would enjoy and that would learn a little something from, and that would also talk about like why so many of my artist friends are having trouble creating at the moment and finding pleasure in what they do. That's why there was so much stuff in there about like hedonism and pleasure. And I mean, ultimately the video wasn't about the purpose of art. It was about what beauty is and what it means to try and create beauty. So I didn't interrogate the premise that the job of the artist is to create beauty. That you're right there. I didn't interrogate that, and it might not be true. But I mean, the video kind of had to like. The video had to. Thanks, Azura Rose. I'm just screenshotting it. Thank you. The video had to start somewhere, so I had to you know, I had to go somewhere, and so that's why I didn't really interrogate it. I think something I learned in drama school was that some of the most unhelpful feedback you can ever give a creative person is, why didn't you make the thing I wanted you to make? And I feel like that's maybe where some of the angry criticism is coming from a little bit. It was like, why didn't you mention Adorno? Why didn't you mention Artaud? And it's like, well, you know, if you already know about them, then you can kind of go and read them, or you can make a video about them yourself. Maybe that'd be cool. Like, I wanted to make a video about Ada and about Lolita, people said he hasn't done his homework and he hasn't researched this properly, said one person. And I was like, well, I spent quite a lot of time on the research, actually. I think that's quite unfair, and maybe it's not as well researched compared to the version that you imagined in your head that was about something else. But I think for the video I wanted to make, it was actually, I spent quite a long time doing quite thorough research on it. So yeah, I hear where people are coming from with that, and I do appreciate that sort of feedback. That's fair, you know. People in the chat are saying, oh, it's you know, it's your channel and you can make whatever you want. Yeah, but that doesn't always mean it's good. I could make whatever I want. That doesn't mean it's good. So I think, you know, the angry people and the people who wanted it to be a bit more like serious, I hear you. I think my next video is going to be more serious and, well, okay. My next video is going to be about a very serious topic. I have a look and a kind of. I have a plan that will make it like very fun, because it's about a very serious topic that's like hard to make fun. And I have something that's like, so I like to try and challenge myself with every video that I make, and I've got something fun for the next one to challenge myself. It's gonna be good. Yeah, it's gonna be good. I appreciate people's support in the chat, but I mean, you know, people are very like allowed to criticize me. That's totally cool. Including the places I start from, not just the, you know, conclusions I reach. That's fine. No problem, Samantha. Thanks for the super chat. No, there's going to be no spoilers for what the next video is about. Because so a while ago I discovered that I used to announce what I was doing on Twitter, like my next video is going to be about X, but there were two problems with that. Firstly, I got 1 million people every time. Thanks, Jeff. Thanks for that super chat. Every time I say what my next video is going to be about, I get 1 million people saying you should read this and like recommending sources to me, and it kind of disrupts the way I do research, because then I'm like, ooh, what is that? And like 9 times out of 10, it's not quite relevant to what I want to do. So that's just not really the way that I work. So I try not to say that. And also, if I'm doing it about an even slightly potentially incendiary topic, or I mean even non-incendiary topics these days, like I always get people being like, ooh, like you better be careful, like, or you better say this, or like you better not say that. So now I just don't announce what I'm going to do videos about anymore, because it's just like, it's easier. Until I've like done all my research and I'm moving from the research to the script writing phase, where like I'm not adding any more sources, then I screenshot the bibliography and I put that on Twitter. And usually people can guess what it's going to be about, and certainly you will this time. But this time I am absolutely not disclosing what the topic is, because as soon as I do, it's just gonna so you're gonna find out. Ariel Rositsky says, will you do a Q&A sometime? I'm doing one now, Ariel. Hi, welcome, good to have you here. Like, if you got Q's, I'll try and give you some A's. Like, Put them in the chat, and I'll try and get to them. Welcome along. Are you going to do the next video without facial hair? Says Maria Gallagher. Yeah, I'm probably going to do most of the rest of them without facial hair. Like, I don't think I think I'm kind of done with it. I'm kind of done with it for a while. I'm kind of bored with it. Like I said at the start, I think the age of the philosophy daddy is over, and I think now it's femboy to YouTube now. I think mask is kind of done, and we're going from now on. We're going femme. Brendan Mansfield says, how soon will we find out? When it comes out, which won't be for another few weeks. I'm still in the research phase, and also for this one I need to hire some script consultants. So yeah. Does anybody help you with your makeup and costume? Says Nathaniel Clark. No. Sasha says, what are your thoughts on Vitaly? I thought you said Vitaly and it just misspelled Natalie. I've never read Vitaly, sorry. Yeah. Oh, and happy birthday to Marks as well. Carl Marks, big fan of the show. Friend of the show, Carl Marks. It's his birthday today. Yeah. welcome along. Thanks, Siberian Blue. Oh, that's a nice super chat. Well, you know, in a nice way. I mean, I'd have to get a haircut to play the Arsonist again. But if I do end up playing the Arsonist again, it'll be nice. Because in my head, the Arsonist was always clean-shaven. He never had a... In my head, it always was like... It didn't look right. And also, in my head, he's older. And like balding. So if I do ever end up playing the Arsonist again, which I'd like to. I'd like to bring him back for a couple. But, like... Things might change in the future. We'll see. The philosophy of film says, you said you cut 5 minutes from your last video. Have you considered reincorporating those scenes and releasing extended versions? No, because it's not like, you know, the extended version of The Lord of the Rings where the extra stuff like all works and is like done and finished and like makes sense within the story. When I cut something, it's usually because it's making this section drag, or because it isn't relevant, or because it's too dense or unclear. So when I do cut it, it's usually like there's got no color grading or anything on it. So no, because it's not complete. It would require me to edit 2 complete versions of the video, and that's just not how I roll. So sorry. I do release blooper reels when I've got them on Patreon though. Cy Costellas says, I'm considering becoming a trans YouTuber because there aren't enough guys in the game. Any advice? I wouldn't have any advice on being a trans YouTuber. I don't think. But yeah, good luck, I guess. Let me know how it goes. Ship Go Sink says, Ollie, remember a while back you mentioned playing Disco Elysium. Any thoughts? Yeah, I really liked it. I thought it was good. I recently played Outer Worlds, which was really, really good. Yeah, we'll see. Would you ever make a behind-the-scenes video? So I always release behind-the-scenes pictures on Patreon, like stills from the set and stuff, and I like talk about the costumes and how I make them, and yeah. So there is behind-the-scenes content out there if you want it. Why don't we look at some of the fan art for this video, because it was really, really good. This one from Cake Cat Lady on the Philosophy Tube subreddit was like really, really nice. I really, really liked it. I think that's actually like painted on like a canvas, I think. Cake Cat Lady. Oh, Cake Cat Lady's in the chat. Hey, welcome along. Loved your art. When are you gonna go on Chapo? I mean, when they ask me, like, not before. I'm not sure the Chapo guys even know who the hell I am. Roll Charisma says, do you have any hot takes on Freud? Yes. My hot take on Freud is that the epic rap battle between Freud and Mother Teresa is one of their best. Loved it. Really good. Yeah, this Cake Cat Lady. Love this one. That me. Yeah, that you. That was really cool. I really liked it. This one's from Midnight 2718 from the egg bit. I've made the world worse. Oh, I loved it. It was really good. So there were 3 different takes I did of the egg bit. One of them was I've made the world worse. One of them was just like, why do I kill everything I love? I can't remember what the third one was, but then the why I've made the world worse one was the funniest. But Betty Van Wagen says, where should we post any art we make? I mean, if you put it on the Philosophy Tube subreddit, I'll probably find it. Or if you tag me on Twitter, I might find it. Although my mentions these days are mutuals only, so I may not. But yeah. This one from Yuso Mallow. Also really, really likes this one. Kind of Severus Snape's vibes going on there. Yeah, it's cool. It's fun. I wish I could make art. I wish I could draw. Like, it would be so good. Got an itchy nose. And Skylark Landing. Love the kind of cartoony style of this one. This was really, really nice. That was really cool. The background, I love the way you captured the background there. That's really, really nice. Oh, well done. They weren't real eggs. They were like chocolate mini eggs. I mean, how big do you think my hands are if I'm holding a real egg like that? Like, I mean, I know I've got like big man mitts, but not like, you know, they're not that big. Like a quail's egg. Somebody in the chat says you look like Kylo Ren in this. Yeah, you kind of do. You kind of do look like Kylo Ren. I actually auditioned for Star Wars Episode 7, you know. I didn't get far enough to be auditioning for a specific role, but... Oh, this one from Saunders BEC. Oh, this one is great. It's really, really cool. Thanks for that super chat, Chimpy Ovi. Yowie hands, some of the chatters, yeah. Yeah, this is really cool. I mean, you know, wish I had that figure. That'd be great. But yeah, love that. Love the way you've done the waistcoat there. I mean, and the detail on the stitching is like so good, so good. You've prefigured Femboys of YouTube there. Just with the beard, without even me having to do anything. But yeah, this is me as an anime character. Finally, you know, I've achieved the lifelong dream. Yeah, that's a very, very cinched waist. It's very like, what's that anime where all the guys have like very thin waists and then their coats go out like that? That's every anime, yeah. No, it's the hosts club. We were on high school host club or something. My flatmate has the DVDs. Yeah, really, really like this one. And I also really like this one from Arinova 6. Let me just move myself up so you can see their name there. Oh no, you can't see the name because it's too far down. Oh no. Let me just move this up. Burp. There you go. Now you can see the name. Yeah, Arinova 6 did this one, which I really, really like. Ah, kind of look like Jesus in that. And now I'm realizing that the long hair and beard look was quite Christ-like. Maybe I won't be going back to that. Yeah, it's really nice. Yeah, it's really, really nice, this one. Okay, let me just... Oh no. Oh, my chat's absolutely going wild because I'm looking at the chat in two different windows here. Oh well, never mind. Yeah. Well, why don't we just hang out? Because I mean, we've been going for almost an hour, so we can do another like 15-20 minutes if you want to hang out and chill, you know. How's everyone doing? Is your hair long enough for a ponytail? Not yet. Not yet, it's not. You know, I understudied Jesus once. I understudied Jesus in a passion play. That was wild. It was good fun. I was a bit more like musclier than the guy who was actually playing Jesus. So I'm just trying to like. Here we go. Sorry, I was just pruning the chat a little bit there. Bye. Oh, Brinty J says your art wasn't seen. Do you want to post it somewhere now? Do you want to like tag? If you like, post it on Twitter and tag me, and I'll find it now and bring it up. As long as it's not like indecent or anything. Wait, didn't I? There was one more. I had one more. I swear I had one more. I swear there was another one. Somebody did me a drawing for my birthday. Where was that? Someone did a drawing for my birthday, and it might have been you, Brinty J. It was a drawing of me, not in this last video, but the one before. Oh, and Smoothie Booty did one as well. No, it was someone else. Yeah. Post it on Twitter and tag me, and then I'll find it. Somebody says, where do you take the fan art from, Twitter or Tumblr? Usually Twitter and the Philosophy Tube subreddit. I when I do go on Tumblr, I tend to just shitpost and then run. Oh, it was on Tumblr, was it? Okay. Let me see if I can find out. We're going to do a Tumblr deep dive. Tumblr deep dive, girls. What was it tagged on the Philosophy Tube? Do I want to search the Philosophy Tube tag on Tumblr? Do I want to know what's in there? We're going to find out. Post type. Well, recent, that's it. What'd you tag it under? Okay, so now there's people. Okay, I'm now looking in the Philosophy Tube Tumblr tag, and it's people talking about the dreams they've had about me. This is why I don't go here. Okay. Where is it, British? What was it tagged under? Put it on Twitter. This is weird. We love strange eons. We stand. Somebody says, what's the most courageous thing you've ever done? I've not done it yet. Put it on Twitter, Brinty J, and I'll see if I can find it. I don't usually like name searching on Twitter. Wait, Brinty J, are you Smoothie Booty? Is that you? I love your drawings. They're great. Wait, okay, let me see if I can do some. Okay, I'm gonna try and rotate PDF. Hold on, everybody. Hold on, we've got a late entry in the fan art. Here we go. Rotate PDF. Rotating it in. Karen's rise up. Yes, there it is. This is from Smoothie Booty on Twitter, who always does amazing drawings. Love this one. Big Seto Kaiba vibes. Well, no, not Seto Kaiba. Eren Yeager. Big Eren Yeager vibes. Love that. Love Eren. He's my boy. No, I haven't heard of the band Idols. DPOS. DPOS. Thanks for the super chat. Big Eren Yeager vibes. Big Attack on Titan. Love it. PDF rotated. I really like this one. It's nice. Yeah. Very, very cool. Smoothie Booty, all your drawings are just like, wish I could draw. Wish I could draw every time. People in the chat who were there for the Forbidden stream. Karens, rise up. Radicalized Karens. Graduating with a Performance Studies Masters in 2 weeks, and wanted to thank you for helping me combat the existential dread from Cali Champagne. Hey, my pleasure. No worries. I wish this hair would make up its mind and either be long or short, but not somewhere in between. And this beard shadow as well. Aye. Happy birthday to Karl Marx, says the chat. Yeah, definitely. Oh, I'm out of water. I'll tell you what, just hang out for 2 seconds. I'll be back. I need to fill this up. Whoop. Okay, we're back. How's your day? Says Radical Bacon. Pretty good. Just researching and working out and, you know, cracking on with life. Researching my next video. Planning what I'm going to do after lockdown ends. That sort of thing. See, the thing is, like, the chat is kind of on a delay. So when I get back, that's when you think I've just left. So I see everything that you've written. No, the Forbidden Stream was real. So I'll tell you what, why don't we hang out for another 15 minutes or so, and then I'm gonna chill for the rest of the evening, I think. I'm tempted to get ice cream, but I'm also trying to, like, not have a lot of carbs or protein at the moment. Trying to again, femboy if you want to lose all this muscle 2017, 2018, like, it's done. It's we're real females now, gonna shrink down. Oh, night, Ellen and Bilbo. So yeah, actually been trying a few more vegan things recently. My brother got me a vegan cookbook for my birthday, so been trying a little bit of vegan stuff. I had a vegan carbonara last night. That was really tasty. You make it with, like, tofu and cashew nuts and almond milk. It's really cool. Yeah, it's good fun. No, there's no mail. There's no mail this time. No, there is no mail. Yeah. Somebody says, are you trying watercolors? I saw a set on your last video. I mean, I used to just paint watercolors for fun, so this is the I must have it here somewhere. Where is it? What have I done with it? Where's it gone? Spoo says, what does it feel like to be clean shaven again? I like it. I missed it. I'm fond of it. Yeah, this is the painting that was in the background of the last video. I did it years ago, 2 years ago, I think. It's like the best one I ever did. The rest are all trash. Just kind of weirdly expressionist, and also, like, you know, just private. It's a good way of, like. So I like doing painting and stuff like that, and, like, writing poetry and things. They're like a good way of doing creation that isn't monetized. It's like a hobby that's only a hobby. That, like, isn't. You don't, like. Yeah, it's just for expression, really. So yeah, I painted that, and it's I like it. It's one of my best. Nice. Let me just change up the music here. Nice. Hey, Revel Woody, thanks for subscribing. Welcome along. Yeah. Thank you, Lower Theaterman, for that super chat. I don't know how much 1,000 sec is, but really appreciate it. I don't know if that's like a car or an ice cream, but... Gurney says, can I buy that painting for $100? No. Oh, hey, John, you're here. Let me just... Oh, well, if I was in the right window, John, I'd be able to give you magic wrench powers, but I guess not this time. Somebody said I named my teddy bear after you. I hope it's okay. That's kind of you. Colin McGee says, how do you get through large books? My reading comprehension is terrible, and I'm not interested in reading some of the stuff you cite in your videos. I mean, people have asked me that before, and I never realized I was good at reading, but I think I'm just like I think I'm just good at it. Like, I've heard of this thing called hyperlexia, and I didn't know that was a thing. but apparently it is. Yeah, maybe I've got that. I don't know. But I usually read 2 books at once, and then like read a chapter of each, and then it just keeps my brain ticking over, you know. And I use like highlighters and write notes in the margins and stuff. But yeah, I just do it. Yeah. Somebody says I heard there's a new Contra video soon. Yeah, I think it is. I think Nat's been working really, really hard on it. Yeah, she's been really slaving away on this one. It's long. It's a long one. And I think it's means a lot to her. Hi, Mia. How you doing? There were a lot of people from the Forbidden stream here earlier on, Mia. Thanks, Sarah Prescott, for that super chat. Yeah, there were a lot of Karens rising up, Mia. Rotate the PDF. No, I have not seen The Good Place. Somebody asks every time I do a live stream. Well, I've seen one episode of it and wasn't like particularly wowed. I thought it was quite American, and it wasn't really my vibe. Somebody said, any good movies you watched recently? Yeah, I watched 2. I recently rewatched The Matrix because it rules, and I also rewatched a Spanish film that a friend recommended to me called All About My Mother, which was really, really good. Really, really good. Really enjoyed that. Somebody says, where is this music from? It's by a YouTube artist called Chris Zabriskie. Forbidden stream gang. Karens rise up. I enjoyed the first series of Westworld. I thought the second series was a bit like getting a bit more like and then apparently the third one's really like so we'll see. I might see it. Have I seen Parasite? Yes I have. Yeah, haven't rewatched The Matrix in years, but went back and was like, ooh, kind of has like new resonance. Enjoyed it. What bonkers quarantine hobbies have you picked up? 1 or 2. None that I'm gonna say on stream. No. Not a whole lot really. I've just kind of been working and stuff. No letters tonight, I'm afraid. No stuff in the mail. I guess people are avoiding sending things because of Ms. Rona. Pedro Bento says, have you seen Upload? And I thought you were trying to updog me. I thought it was going to go, what's Upload? And you go, not much, what's Upload with you? Unless it doesn't make any sense. I have not seen Portrait of a Lady on Fire. Kai Mayer says, I wanted to thank you for making me realise I'm trans and for helping me through some tough times. I'm really glad I could help you with that. That's really awesome. It's like a really big. It's a really big thing to realise about yourself. Like, good luck. Are you baking bread? No, I'm not. I'm trying not to get on carbs. Like I said earlier on, trying to slim down. I'm tired of these muscles. Time to try something else. Favorite Shakespeare play? Someone asks every time we do a stream. Still Julius Caesar. Still Julius Caesar. Why don't we hang out for another 10 minutes or so, and then we'll go and chill. Maybe we'll get some ice cream. Who cares? Who even cares at this point? Callan Johnson says, did you get anything from your Amazon wishlist from a while ago? Yes, I did. I got some. Yes, you did. I remember your name. You sent me something. What was it? Because I got a whole bunch of packages from Amazon for my birthday, some of which were from my family and some of which were coincidentally from fans. Protein powder. It was protein powder, wasn't it? Thank you for that. Really appreciate it. I'm probably gonna end up giving it to my flatmate when he goes back because he's gonna work out and I'm gonna. So Yeah. Why don't you like your muscles? I like them. It's just time for a change, I think. Time to try something new. Just had them for a while now, and I fancy changing it up. Do you stream on Twitch? Do I stream on Twitch? Do I stream on Twitch? Mia, do I stream on Twitch? Chat, do I stream on Twitch? I think I do. I stream on Twitch. I do the Shakespeare stream. I did the Dracula stream, and I keep jumping into other people's streams every time. Like, or sometimes when Casey or Trash Future do streams, I always like jump in with them. So yeah, I'm occasionally found on Twitch. Digging the glasses, says Eli Powers. Well, yeah, I've had them for a while now. I like them. Anna Beale says, "Are you saying Dracula's going to be a slim femme lad?" I don't know. I'll probably grow the beard back for Dracula, depending on how soon we do it and like what other things are going on in life when Dracula comes back. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I mean, but there's no sign the lockdown's going to be lifted anytime soon. So, oh, David Blanchard says, Slander Sir says, when are you uploading the Dracula stream? I've tried to, but YouTube won't let me. I'm sorry. There was some kind of error with the recording on Twitch, and like it can't copy over. But I'm sorry. I mean, I think you can see some of it on Twitch. But I can't put it on YouTube, I'm sorry. I've tried like twice and it won't do it. Thank you, Michael Bettridge, for that super chat. Happy birthday to Marks. Gurney says, has Dracula been cancelled? No, it's just at the moment postponed, and we'll see. We'll see what happens. Yeah. Did you get through the meat package? Says Tammy Nakamura. Yeah, I did. I ate the big meat. I did. Maddie H says, first thing you'll do after lockdown is lifted. I don't know. I'm not sure. Hard to imagine, to be honest. I've just been in this flat for so long. It's like, we'll see. I'm not sure yet. I haven't made up my mind. I've got some ideas. How do you write/plan your vids, says Aqua Artist Cat. I mean, I just have an idea. I have a few ideas for some. Sometimes I'll have like half an idea for a video, and then I need to wait for like the rest of it to come. Sometimes I'll and then I just start doing research. I usually read pretty broadly when I do my research, and then after a while it just sort of reaches a stage where I know I've done enough research, and I just decide to okay, now I can start writing the script. I've been doing it so long, it's like it just sort of, you just gotta follow the instinct, really. It goes through a research phase and then a writing phase that usually takes a few weeks, and then just film it. Sometimes I'll so as with this video, I'll know what the topic is and how I'm going to research it, and then later on the aesthetic bit of my brain will come in and be like, psst, hey, this is the look, which is how I like to do it. I have one time let the aesthetic bit of my brain lead. That was the Jordan Peterson video, and it didn't work out well. Cruise Martel, yes, the PO Box is still open. You should hopefully find it below. Happy Freedom Day to the people in the Netherlands. Jamie Baby asks, what's the first thing you'll do when we can go out again? I don't know. I've got some ideas, but we'll see. It's hard to imagine going back to the same kind of life, isn't it? We'll see. I got some ideas. Apparently the National Theatre upload of Frankenstein is really good. We'll see. Yeah. Are there any YouTube channels you'd recommend to people who like your videos? Yeah, I mean several, but I kind of have to be careful, because if I recommend a YouTube channel that I haven't like done a lot of thorough research on, and then it turns out they've like said something dodgy, or done something dodgy, then it's big trouble for me. It's like big news. Yeah, I kind of have to be careful. I mean, I would just recommend my friends, Al Maganese says, I hope it won't be too divisive, but do you still think cis men can call themselves feminists? Yeah, I think so. I would hope they would. I hope I'm not cancelled for that. Do you take ideas for content? Says TIE Fighter. See what you did there. Yeah, sometimes. I mean, the answer is always maybe. I'm never going to say no, but I have a big list of things that I want to make. So, we'll see. Yeah, we'll find out. Have you had any absurd dreams during lockdown? Yeah, loads. Yeah, I had really vivid dreams. So have apparently lots of people on Tumblr. If you were here for the Tumblr deep dive we did earlier. Okay, why don't we hang out? Why don't I put on the music that we why don't we put on the music that we like to end with? Okay, so we're into the last 10 minutes now. So have you got any more questions or you just want to hang out? Chill. Oh, I didn't put the candles on tonight. Never mind. Next time, baby. Please describe the process of commissioning the animation, said the Faint Dreams. Yeah, I DM'd Lily and said, do you want to do some animation? And she said, yeah. And I said, okay, cool. I sent her the audio for it, and then a few weeks later she sent me the drawings, and I sent her money. And as always with when I hire people to do stuff, I just pay them whatever they ask. I never I always let them name the first number, and I never revise it down. I was like, cool, yeah, whatever you want, I'll just pay you. And if I can't afford it, I say I can't afford it. Yeah. Apparently Mia and Casey are both streaming tonight. Cool. Somebody says, "What's your jacket?" It looks pretty great. It's a Coatigan. It's nice, right? Where did you get the sequin-studded shirt you wore in the Chernobyl vid and the Devil You Know part of Queer? That was actually sent to me by accident. I ordered some stuff from ASOS, and that just arrived with it. They must have packaged it wrong, and I was just like, well, I'm keeping this. There's rules. I'm going to use it for a video. So that's what it was for. Ryan Fallon says, do you get good bloopers? Have you ever considered posting some? Yeah, if I have a blooper reel for a video, they're always posted on my Patreon. I don't always have them. Sometimes I just do it, or they're just boring. It's just like me going, oh, bollocks, I messed that up. But sometimes there are funny bloopers, and if there are, I post them. Could you do your Dracula voice? I mean, it's just my voice in RP. DD just speaks in English. Yeah. Any thoughts on Sartre? Some. Might talk a little bit about Sartre in my next video. We'll get there. Don't worry. He wrote something very famous, which... yeah, we'll see. Thanks, Mia. What have you been streaming, Mia? And thank you, the Big Hoof, for that super chat. I've not read The Stranger by Camus. Would you ever wear a onesie for a video? Maybe. I don't know. I've got a pretty fun costume plan for my next one. If I can find a way to get rid of this goddamn beard shadow, then I'll be able to do it. Damn my very, very dark, very, very dark hair. Yeah, if I can find a way to cover my beard shadow, then I've got an idea for a costume. You'll see, won't you? Oh, cool, you're playing Workers and Resources. Nice. Are you bilingual? Says Ariel Rositsky. I speak a tiny bit of French. Tiny bit. I can maybe read basic French, but I'm not as good as I used to be able to. Do you ever record your dreams, says Francis Bakewell. No, I usually experience them live. Hecate Nichols says, cover your beard shadow, use concealer. Yeah, I mean, I've tried. But I don't know, I just must not be doing it right. I was actually trying to cover it up before this stream. I tried like a different makeup look and I was like, nah. Use an orange color corrector under your foundation. Okay, well clearly I need more practice. I'll get there. I know you can use makeup to cover the beard shadow. I know. I need to figure out like what makeup and in what quantities is the point. I don't just want to do a bad job of it. Like I want it to look good, right? Any post-COVID-19 advice for incoming college freshmen? Yeah, yo, this is how you do it. This is the secret technique. Do the week 1 reading in Freshers Week. Do the week 2 reading in week 1. Do the week 3 reading in week 2, and so on. And if you invest just a couple of hours in Freshers Week, you will be like a whole week ahead for the entire semester. You'll get a week's extra time on all your essays. That's how you do it. I did that. That was my secret technique. I like figured it out in like second semester of first year, and it's. Mia says face mask for beard shadow. Yeah, yeah. I mean, thank God for coronavirus, right? Yes, I'm aware of that. Yeah, I'm aware of that trick. Yeah. So when you do, if you do the week 1 reading in Freshers Week, you get like a week's worth of extra time. It's brilliant. I did it. I came top of my year. It rules. It's the pro tip. Thank you, Kazaboxim. I think we're into the last 5 minutes or so here. Yeah, we are. This is Zoe Blade's music. That's how we do it. Do you think a person can do a video essay without... Do I think a person could do a video essay without having a bachelor's or a master's in the field? Of course they can. Of course they can. You don't need a degree to make video essays. Jesus Christ, what do you think? Do you think we're qualified for this? We're fucking making it up as we go along. Go wild. Make whatever you want. Like the video. There's no peer review. I'm laughing at the idea of like making a video essay and then like having to submit it to reviewers and then they'd be like revise and resubmit. You can make whatever you want. It's the internet. You can just post stuff. You can just post anything you want. That's great. I love that you asked that. That's like really, really cool. But yeah, go wild, make whatever you want. Like, yeah, go nuts. That's so funny. Yeah, go wild. I've made video essays about like media analysis when I didn't even take English beyond 16. Like, my whole last video was about like literary analysis, which I've like not studied in over a decade. Like, go hog. Submit to the BreadTube Council. Yeah, make videos about whatever the fuck you want. It's the internet, baby. You can just do anything. You can just do you know you can just post stuff online? You can just post content online. Like, I love it. I love it. You all seem to be BAs or MAs in history or art or philosophy. I mean, we're all humanities graduates who couldn't get jobs. That's why. Because none of us could get fucking jobs. That's why. Like, yeah, we're all just like ridiculously overqualified. And like, in my case, I got tired of working in the pub, so I decided to go full time as a YouTuber. That feels like a lifetime ago now. 2 or 3 lifetimes ago now. Yeah, go wild. Make whatever you want. Yeah, you must submit your video to the BreadTube Council, but there is a 5-month waiting list, I'm afraid. Yeah. Be a content pirate. Post whatever you want. Don't pirate people's content, but you know. Would you call your videos meta-modern? I don't know what meta-modern means. I'd call my videos trash. Good thing you don't still work in a pub. Yeah, right? Who's laughing now? Ha! Take that, Richie! My manager, you said I couldn't do it? Well, here I am, stuck in my house. I shouldn't laugh, actually. Actually, no, I should. Richie was an asshole. Okie dokie. I think we're probably reaching the end of the stream now. So I will say good night. I think I probably am gonna go get some ice cream and fuck it. Like, why not? Take it easy. Be cool. Trans rights. Have a chill time.